So hello everyone and welcome to Career Launcher. So in today's class, we are going to discuss about the Commonwealth Games 2026 that recently got concluded. And we will discuss what exactly is Commonwealth nations. We will discuss about the important winners who had got the highest medal. And then in the last, we will discuss about the Indian winners, all the Indian winners, especially the prominent ones. Okay. So that is what the class will be. So first of all, let us start with the Commonwealth nations. So Commonwealth nations is a grouping of 56 countries. And they are primarily former British territories. So it includes UK, the England, plus most of them, I'm using the word most of them, former British colonies. They have formed a grouping called as Commonwealth nations. And of course, it was formed after actually Balfour Declaration, then Imperial Conference. Many other things happened. Finally, in 1949, the London Declaration actually made India a part of Commonwealth nations. Now, you should be knowing that it does not mean that we have again actually become the part of British Empire or something like that. No, it is not like that. It is just a symbolic grouping where discussions can happen, etc. But of course, we are not compromising the sovereignty. Of course, that should be very crystal clear. These are mostly, I'm using the word, most of the countries are former British colonies. Okay, where it is headquartered? London, UK. You can see type is voluntary association. And current members, these are the current members. And if you see 56 countries, and head is Charles III, you know, this is the king of the England or Britain. So of course, he's actually the head, and that's what you should know. And now, so these are the countries. So if you see it carefully, so Australia, primary ones, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, then Malaysia, and so prominent ones I'm highlighting. This is UK. Now, of course, in entire South Asia, Pakistan, India, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, all these are members. Then Africa, so many countries of Africa, and here is French Guiana. This is Canada, very important. Now, there's a very famous concept that you should know, that whenever we exchange ambassador, we are opening embassy. For example, India opens diplomatic relations with Canada. So we open embassy there. Indian embassy in Canada. And vice versa, Canada opens its embassy in India. But please remember, whenever two Commonwealth nations, if both are member of Commonwealth, whenever they exchange embassy, they are actually called as High Commission. So in Delhi, you will find Canada's High Commission. Similarly, Indian High Commission is there in Canada. And the head of that is, instead of, so generally an officer is the head of the embassy, foreign service officer. And we use the word ambassador. Or what we use the word envoy. Generally, these words are used. So instead of ambassador, in case of High Commission, we use the word High Commissioner. So Indian High Commissioner to Canada, or Canada's High Commissioner to India, like that. Sri Lanka's High Commissioner to India, or India's High Commissioner to Sri Lanka, like that. So these are some of the words, basic concepts. These are asked directly in the exam. That's why we are discussing about these things. Okay. I've told you that there are 56 countries. So UK plus other countries, most of them are former British colony. And I use the word most of them, not all. Because there are some of them like Mozambique, Rwanda, Gabon, Togo, some, I think around 4 countries which are not former British colonies. Okay. So that's what you should know. And if you are interested in knowing in detail about the Commonwealth nations, you can watch this class on our Law Interest channel. This video is available. If you are interested, you can go and read in detail. Now, let us come back to Commonwealth Games. So these Commonwealth nations, they organize sports events. And like we have Olympics at world level, we have other sports events, FIFA World Cup and other World Cup happen. Similarly, Commonwealth Games where Commonwealth nations participate. And for the first time, actually, it happened in 1930. It is again based on the idea of the Olympic Games, etc. So it first happened, it did not happen first in England. The first Commonwealth Games happened in Hamilton, Canada. That's next one happened in London. So 1930, first Commonwealth Games happened. Okay. Now, if you see, keep on seeing it, the only Commonwealth Games that happened in India was in 2010 in Delhi. So I'm sure you must be aware. And we had seen Commonwealth Games scam, a lot of allegations were put, etc. at that time. At that time, it was very much in the news. Now, it may not be going very much in detail, but you should know that India has hosted once in the lifetime, in 2010 in Delhi, Commonwealth Games. And last time, because nowadays they're asking question about this also. So this year, actually, it happened in Glasgow, Scotland. And Scotland is a part of UK, United Kingdom. Okay, this year. Now, last year, it happened in Birmingham, England. And next year is very, very important. It is going to actually happen in Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad is nothing, Ahmedabad only. And this is very, very, very important. Ahmedabad in India, 2030. This has to be very crystal clear. Okay. So what is important? This year it is happening in Glasgow, Scotland. Scotland is also part of United Kingdom. I will explain what is UK, what is England, and what is Britain. These three are different. Nowadays, actually, it is used interchangeably, but actually these three are slightly different. So last time Commonwealth Games happened in 2010. Next time it will be happening in Ahmedabad or Ahmedabad in Gujarat, in India. Okay, this year it happened in Glasgow, Scotland, and last year it happened in England, Birmingham. Okay, these are the basic things you should be knowing. So it happened from 23rd July to 2nd August. You can see Charles 3. Main venue was the Hydro. So there were 4 Commonwealth teams. Glasgow, Scotland, 3,000 athletes, 215 events in 10 sports were there only. So as compared to previous ones, we had less sports this time, only 10 sports. Okay. And actually earlier it was supposed to happen in Victoria in Australia, but later on they withdrew from it. Then there was a proposal to happen in Gold Coast, Queensland and other places, but it could not happen. So primarily it was supposed to happen in Victoria, Australia, but they withdrew. And finally now actually it happened in Glasgow, Scotland. Okay. Okay. So here is India. I'm zooming this region. This one. Okay. So if you see it carefully. So England, Wales and Scotland and Northern Ireland. So this roughly this portion, yes. This is actually called as England. Okay. This portion is called as Wales. This portion is called as Scotland. And this portion is called as Northern Ireland. Okay. And these all 4 together. So if we add complete, Northern Ireland complete, which I'm making with black pen, this is called as United Kingdom. Okay. This is United Kingdom. So Northern Ireland is not a part of Ireland. It is a part of UK. Always remember. So if you want to go from Ireland to Northern Ireland, you need a passport, visa, etc. and all. And if you're excluding Northern Ireland and you're including this Scotland, Wales and England, which I'm making with blue, this is actually called as Britain. Okay. I hope it is clear. So you can see it here. England is a country. England only. Great Britain includes England, Scotland and Wales. So Great Britain means this one. This one is Great Britain. Okay. Or Britain. If you add this one also, in that it will become UK, United Kingdom. Right. So that's what they say. England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. So that's what you should be knowing. I hope it is clear. Hopefully. Now, what was the mascot of Commonwealth Games 2026? So Feeney was the official mascot of 2026 Commonwealth Games. And she's actually a unicorn. It's a national animal of Scotland also. With a traffic cone for a horn. So traffic cone was also there. That's what you should know. So I think that's more than enough. If you are interested, you can read in detail about this mascot. Next is these are the games that were played. So almost around 10 games were there. Next, yes, participating team 74, athletes 3,000, sports were only 10. From 23rd July to 2nd August, it happened. Okay. And this marked the debut of Gabon and Togo. These are countries in Africa. And they were the debut. India at 2026 Commonwealth Games. Yes, of course, India also participated in this. And Mirabai, Chanu, Lovalila Borgohain, they were actually in the opening ceremony. Now, Mirabai, Chanu was the country's opening ceremony, flag bearer. And Lovalina Borgohain was baton bearer. These are very important things. They can ask it. What is opening ceremony, baton bearer, flag bearer, etc. Okay, the most unique thing is actually this we had seen only 10 sports this year at Glasgow, Scotland. Because earlier when it happened in Birmingham, there were 19 sports. Before that, we had seen 18 sports. So this time it was a less sports, scaled down to reduce the cost. That was the idea behind this. Now, one more thing we have told you also, originally it was supposed to happen in Victoria, Australia. However, the government withdrew it at that time due to high projects, etc. So it was shifted to Glasgow with a less number of sports, 10 sports only. Okay. That's what you should know. And their budget was also low. 162.6 million euro. Or I would say pound, not euro. Okay, these are the things, and the opening ceremony and the closing ceremony both happen in Ovo Hydro. Rather than a large outdoor stadium, it happened in an indoor stadium. Ovo Hydro it is called. So this is Ovo Hydro, indoor arena project in Glasgow. Okay, you can see where the opening and the closing ceremony, both opening and closing ceremony of Commonwealth Games happened here. That's what you should be knowing. Okay. And the most interesting thing is, I've told you the first Commonwealth Games happened in 1930 in Canada, in Hamilton. And we'll be celebrating 100th year will be 2030. So 100th Commonwealth Games will happen in Ahmedabad, also known as Ahmedabad. They're writing Ahmedabad also, or Ahmedabad. The 100th anniversary. Okay. That's what you should be knowing. In Gujarat, it will happen. So it will be very, very important. They can ask question also where we'll be having the next upcoming Commonwealth Games. Okay. It is very, very, very important. Okay, now let's talk again about the Commonwealth Games. Yes. We have seen us, actually, this is the 4th Commonwealth Games that were hosted in Scotland. So in 1970-96, we had seen in Edinburgh. In 2014, we had seen in Glasgow. And 2026 also in Glasgow. So when you are talking about Glasgow as a city, second time it is hosting. But we are talking about the Scotland, it is hosting for the 4th time. Because 1917-86, Commonwealth Games happen in Edinburgh, which is actually a part of Scotland. And this is very, very important. Sports is just the beginning. This is the motto. Very, very, very important. They ask motto also sometimes in the exam. 10 sports were there. Charles III was the opening ceremony. The king opened the ceremony. And athletes' oath was Paul Foster and Robin Love was there. Closed by Prince Edward. Okay, Duke of Edinburgh. He's actually a prince from Scotland. So these things you should be knowing about. King's baton and all. Please read these things too. Main venue was Hydro. Ovo Hydro, we have just told you. Now, one more thing that happened in Scotland was 2026. COP 2026. So first, watch this class. This is a class provided on our Law Interest channel where we have discussed in detail about the UNFCCC, United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, Conference of Parties, COP 1, 2, 3, etc. So COP 26, which happened in 2021 under UNFCCC, was conducted in Glasgow, Scotland. And where India had, if you watch this class, you click on, search this on YouTube, watch this class. And actually in the last portion, somewhere in the 30-35 minutes, here in the last minute portion, you will find this class, this screenshot where I have discussed about COP 26. It happened in Glasgow, Scotland. Why we are discussing? Because India had promised what we call it as Panchamrit. 5 goals. 4 goals are of 2030 and 1 goal is of 2070. And that 1 goal is very important. What is that 1 goal? That is that goal, the last one, and net zero emission, very important. India would achieve net zero emission by 2070. That is very, very important. These are asked in various exams. That's why I am highlighting it again and again. Now, let us move on to the list of medals. Just hold on for a second. List of medals in 2026 Commonwealth Games. So when it comes to the winner, the top winner was Australia with 170 medals total. Out of which 70 was gold, 45 was silver and 55 bronze. So top medal earner, top medal winner was Australia. Second was England, third was Canada, fourth was India, very important. So we won total 39 medals. 13 gold, 17 silver and 9 bronze. This is what you should be knowing about. Now, another thing you should know is Scotland, because this was the host. Also, they had won also 39 medal, 13 gold. So there was 9 silver and 17 bronze. So just you remember this top medal winner. They are generally asking this. And in about India. So India had got 4th rank as far as total number of medals are concerned. Rest you can see. These are the other countries. And Cyprus, Mauritius, Sri Lanka, Bahamas. Sri Lanka had got only 1 gold, 1 silver, 2 medals in total. Right, you can see Singapore and Pakistan had got only 1 bronze medal. That's it. Then these are other countries. Just have an idea. Primarily, they will focus on rank 1 and India's rank. India has got 13 gold, 17 silver, 9 bronze overall, and it's 39 in total. Okay, so total 216, 215 silver, 216 gold, 242 bronze, total 673 medals. In the swimming events, actually, there were 3 ties for the medal. 2 gold medals were awarded in men's 50-meter butterfly, and 2 silver medal in men's 200-meter freestyle, and 2 bronze at women's 50-meter breaststroke. So these are some of the swimming events. Just have an idea about it. No need to go in detail. Now, some of the unique things that had happened during this event. Rwanda, which is a country in Africa, won first ever medal in the history of Commonwealth Games. Okay. Dominica, a country in Americas, won its first ever gold medal. Okay. And Tuvalu is an island country, first ever Commonwealth game medal. And Gabon also won. Gabon from Africa. They had played, and Gabon was actually, they were doing the debate. Togo and Gabon. We have discussed already. And Emma Finucane of Wales, again part of UK, first ever cyclist to win all 4 sprints event at the same Commonwealth Games. That is what you should know. So these are some of the basic facts with regards to Commonwealth Games. Now let's talk about list of Indian winners. So Commonwealth Games full medal, I've told you 39 medals India won, 13 gold, 17 silver and 9 bronze. Okay, at Glasgow in Scotland Commonwealth Games. Okay. Despite significantly reduced program, I've told you we are having only 10 sports only. Earlier we had seen 18, 19 sports happening. It excluded sports like traditional medal winning sports like wrestling, badminton, table tennis, hockey and shooting. These were not present. Wrestling, badminton, table tennis, hockey and shooting, they were not played in 2026 Commonwealth Games. That is important. They can ask these type of questions also. So these are traditional medal winning sports. And of course, if these would have been played, then perhaps India would have got much better rank. Maybe. So India managed to make their games and ran from 23rd July to 2nd August. So boxing spearheaded India's campaign. So out of 19 gold medals, so 19 gold medals we had won. 13 gold medals. 39 medals, 13 gold. So out of 39 total medals, 10 was won by boxing only. And out of 13 gold medals, 7 was won by boxing only. Okay, here you can see. Yes, that's what you should know. So these are some of the names. Weightlifting. Mirabai Chanu, very famous weightlifter. She has actually achieved a history hat-trick at Commonwealth Games. Only second Indian to win 3 consecutive gold medal at the event. She has become the second Indian to win all the 3 gold consecutively in 3 Commonwealth Games. 1, 2nd, 3rd. In all the 3 Commonwealth Games, she has won gold, like that. And it's saying second Indian. So you have to find out and answer me in the comment section. Who was the first Indian to get gold, hat-trick gold in Commonwealth Games in 3 successive events? Okay, find out. Because Mirabai Chanu is the second one. And answer me in the comment section. And judo also delivered a breakthrough campaign as Smita They became first ever Commonwealth Games champion in the sports. That's what you should know. Now, Tejaswin Shankar, a scripted history as India's first Commonwealth Games decathlon medalist. Decathlon is a sports also, is a type of sports. Heptathlon, decathlon, these are type of sports. Actually, Decathlon is a sports brand also, very famous. But Decathlon is a type of sports also. Okay. Neeraj Chopra marked his return to the games with silver. Because last time in Birmingham, actually he could not play because of injury. And this year again, he came back and played and he got silver in javelin throw. Neeraj Chopra had 1 gold also that had become very famous and all. Now, let us talk in detail about the list. So, if you see it carefully, we're talking about gold first. Mirabai Chanu, women's 48 kg category, weightlifting. Others, you can read it. Next, you can see gold again. Sharmila Dhankar, please read about her. It's important. Para athlete. Again, this time para athlete has done a wonderful job. Para athletes, para means those who are physically disabled or differently abled, we call. So they have also done a very fantastic job. In fact, this year it was the best performance from India's side as far as para athletes are concerned. Okay, gold, para athletes. Women shot put, F57, Sharmila Dhankar. Okay, then we have gold here. Para athlete again, you can see para athlete, Dilip Gavit. In fact, here silver was also one, Mohammad Basir, etc. and all. So you can see para athletes have done very good. Here para athlete. Gold, Asmita De in women's 48 kg category, judo. Gold, Harsh Singh, men's 60 kg category, judo. Gold, women's 54 kg category, boxing, Preeti Pawar. Okay. Gold, boxing, women's 57 kg category, Jasmine Lamboria. Gold, para athletes, women, men's shot put F57, Soman Rana. Gold, women 51 kg, boxing, Sakshi Chaudhary. Gold, boxing, women 60 kg, Priya Gangas. Okay, you can see gold, देखो, Priya Gangas है ना, ये हो गया. Gold, boxing, Arundhati Chaudhary, women 70 kg. Gold, Sachin Sivach, men's 60 kg boxing. Gold, Ankush Pangal, men's 80 kg boxing. Okay, you can see it here. So many gold winners. And if you see the para athletes, if you see, I'll tell you about para athletes. You can see para athletes 1, para athletes, para means those are physically disabled and they have done a fantastic job. You can see it here. Para athletes. Okay. So Glasgow marked India's most successful Commonwealth Para Games campaign yet. Till now, this is the best performance of para athletes in any Commonwealth Games from India side. Okay. So they have in total won 7 medal para athletes, 3 gold, 2 silver, 2 bronze. We have already discussed. So out of those, total में मैं बता रहा हूँ, this is the total 39. So out of this, actually it includes para athletes also. So that's that 39 includes these 7 medals. That's what you should know. I think that's more than enough. Now, let us talk about India's medal by sports events के perspective से how much we have won. Actually, the maximum medal we have won actually is in boxing and weightlifting, 10 each. But when it comes to gold, boxing has done the fantastic job. 7 out of 13 gold, 7 actually is from boxing only, and 3 silver, right? Like that. Sorry, here is athletics has won 10 and boxing has won 10, not weightlifting. So 10. But as far as gold is concerned, boxing has won 7 gold and 3 silver. So overall, the best performance was perhaps the boxing, etc. That's what you should know. So this is all about today's class. Please subscribe to our channel, press the like button, share this video. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.